Why Christian family-friendly streamers? Christian family-friendly streamers may seem like a niche category of streamer, but they fill a role the gaming community desperately needs, whether it wants to believe that or not. Family-friendly streamers in general have a higher behavior standards for chat and for those with whom the streamer is playing. Christian family-friendly streamers have even higher standards, including but not limited to outright bans on profanity and sexual innuendo in their chats and in-game interactions. While no streamer can control what other crews or players might say in-game, the Christian family-friendly streamer usually tries very hard to mitigate these things as best they can. Why does higher speech and behavior standard matter? Matthew 15:18 and 19 says, "But the things that come out of the mouth come from the heart, and those things defile the person. For out of the heart come evil thoughts, murders, acts of adultery, other immoral sexual acts, thefts, false testimonies, and slanderous statements." In any competitive environment, it is really easy to let the circumstances dictate behavior instead of exercising self-control. Christian family-friendly streamers generally expect their teammates to exercise self-control and refrain from using foul language, as foul language does a few things. First, it reduces the effect of the saved person on the unbeliever by stooping to the gutter. Secondly, if the Lord's name is used in vain, it is literally and actually blasphemy to the Christian. Currently, society is happy to insult God and offend Christians at every turn, but you never really see anyone using Muhammad, Allah, or Shiva as curse words. Just God or Jesus Christ, as if it's some passing thing. It isn't, and there are real consequences for such behavior. Also, Christian family-friendly streamers tend to be safe for kids to watch. A good Christian family-friendly streamer will not show content that would be scary to children or model bad behavior to those children, though the games they play may not be appropriate for young children to watch, such as first-person shooters or other content that has a lot of gore. Other Christians and fans of family-friendly streamers need to know they aren't alone. Christians often feel like we are alone on an iceberg in the middle of a vast, cold sea, when in reality, there are many who share our perspective, our faith, and our commitment to Jesus to demonstrate that we can have fun. God created everything, including a sense of humor and the need for rest. While not having our ears and minds and hearts assaulted by someone spewing curse words or behaving like a young adult version of a 2-year-old throwing a profanity-laced tantrum simply because his virtual ship sank in a video game. We enjoy gaming with other Christians and family-friendly streamers because we enjoy the freedom to be goofy without the insinuation that because our shocked exclamation might be, "Goodness gracious me," instead of something closer to what a sailor might say, we somehow, quote, don't know how to curse. All of us Christians left behind the curse words, and those of us who choose to keep it that way do so because we feel bad for failing Jesus. Again, it's serious to us. We are being remade in Christ's image, and when we mess up, it hits us hard. Bible reading and prayer requests are part of who we are as Christian streamers. We will pray for anyone who requests a prayer. Some will regularly read a chapter or verse from the Bible during their stream. In this way, we encourage other Christians to be bold in their faith, but also encourage non-believers to engage. We're generally and genuinely happy to talk about Jesus anytime. Christian family-friendly streamers offer an alternative to the usual Twitch or YouTube fare offered by larger mainstream streamers. I personally pray for those same streamers that Jesus finds them, changes their hearts, and certainly changes their mouths. If some of them are incredibly talented gamers, but it's a wonder their mama lets them kiss them with that mouth. My gosh! We live in a fallen world, but we do not have to be like the fallen world around us. We can and should seek alternatives to the nastiness, and Christian family-friendly streamers can be such an alternative. On my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Betty_Hartsmith, most of my recommended channels are indeed Christian family-friendly streamers. Give them a perusal and tell them Betty Hartsmith sent you.